Hey there, this video is to introduce you to our Ozone and UV Onboarding Bundle found at MedMasters.org. We have developed this package or bundle because you've asked for it, because we know that these are materials that you need in order to train and do your procedure and also onboard the procedure fully comprehensive in your practice. So the first thing that comes in this standard ozone and UV bundle, which is for those doing a standard or manual procedure, means manually drawing your blood, adding it to the bag, adding ozone to it, and dripping it back by light. That is our standard procedure. There are titration methods, etc., within that. And so we have built a whole bundle around that. The first thing you get is the Essentials Vault. If you go to medmasters.org, you can see that we have vaults. These are places where we house all of our materials. The Essential Ozone and UV Vault is where you will find the didactics, recorded presentations I've done on the didactics of ozone and ultraviolet light. So if you have both, great. If you only have one, it still suits you. But that is where we go through the history of each one, the indications, the contraindications, a little bit of the biochemistry, protocols, how to calculate doses, efficacy factors, and so on and so forth. So that is what you need to be able to understand the therapy. With that also comes a demonstration video, how to actually do the procedure. So we have recorded that. That is in our Essentials Vault. On top of that, we're going to give you all these onboarding materials, we call it, which includes, number one, a patient evaluation sheet. This is like a SOAP note. This is something that you would give your patient every single time they come in to assess how they've done from treatment to treatment. The next thing that we've included is a patient prep sheet. What that is a sheet that you give to your patient that says, here's how you prepare for your procedure. Here's what to expect during your procedure. And here's what you can do after your procedure to make it more efficient or to make it better, or how to handle what might happen afterwards. So it is preparation during the treatment and discharge instructions. The next one we have is a patient handout, or a couple of them actually, on what is ozone, uses of ozone, why ozone, and also the same for ultraviolet blood irradiation. These are patient handouts. I've been using them for 15 years, to where we print them. They look very nice, and it educates the patient on the therapy in a front and a back, presentation, nothing too lengthy. The next thing we have is an informed consent. Everybody needs to have their informed consent signed by their patient. I have written that for you. We put it in terms that are for the standard ozone in UV practice. It goes through so the patient can see this, contraindications, indications, and general uses for it. So there's that. The next thing we have is standard operating procedures. So you need to have this for your staff. This is a staff resource. Standard operating procedures tell them exactly how the treatment should be performed, not step by step. That's also in the Essentials Vault, like not every single detail, but again, just a standard operating procedure. And then the last thing that comes in the bundle is the standard of care treatment plan. So I put together a webinar, a presentation on what standard of care is and should be for ozone UV based on years and years of experience, outcomes, so on and so forth. Ozone alone is great. Add it to UV and we get 20 to 30% improvement in our outcomes, but we can even get it better if we combo it with other IVs. So this is the standard of care treatment plan, which is how to stack other IVs, specifically methylene blue, glutathione, with ozone and UV therapy. This will increase our outcome and also decrease detoxification, etc., side effects or outcomes. So all of that comes in our standard O3 UV onboarding bundle. And you need to go to medmasters.org to get it, and/or we will link it in this email or in this video so you can purchase it there. If any of those one thing sounds familiar or necessary to you, you can also go to our store to just buy each of those individually. However, the bundle puts them all together in a better price for you. And trust me, you're going to need all of it.